That's why I think it may have been my mama. You feel me? Because you know it's a lot of that light
You
skin,
think
dark
your
skin and
mama
shit.
killed her?
I think she had something to do with it. Maybe she owed a drug dealer because later on in life, my mama sold me for crack. So, and she
Oh,
kept
let's
having
back up.
kids. You feel me?
How old were you at the time when your mama first sold you for crack?
My grandma died a little bit after they found, after my sister got kidnapped. I don't think she was alive when they found her bones in the house, in the burning house. Cause my memory real fucked up. Cause a lot of trauma going on in.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think my grandma was already gone, and I ended up having to go and live with my mom. Like my the side of the family that had the money, you know what I mean. My grandma's sister's kids and stuff. They took my auntie because my auntie was finna be 18,
Mm-hmm.
and let me go to my mom. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? Who they knew was a full blown crackhead. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically probably like 13.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
So how did it happen?
Shit, grandma died, and all I remember is just being with this lady that I barely knew. Like I didn't remember my mom much. You know what I'm talking about? I remember one time she brought me some curling irons for like my 10th birthday or some shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
and she ran off again. I remember her fighting with my grandma a lot for money. I
Mm-hmm.
guess my grandma was getting money from me or food stamps or something.
Mm-hmm.
Her popping up every now and then for that, but I didn't have any memories of her
Mm-hmm.
until like I had to go live with her, and then I
Mm-hmm.
just remember being at this fucking like the most rundown places like project apartments. You feel me? Just like
I mean, you don't have to go into details, but do you remember how the first one started? The first time you realized that your mama is basically pimping you out.
yeah. Um. No, actually, not the first one. I just remember one, and it's so painful. I don't remember the first one. I just remember because you gotta understand, she would just leave for weeks at a time, and then
Right.
like it seemed like a couple times she was pregnant. So then I end up with these little sisters that I'm taking care of, like wrapping pillowcases and shit on their asses, and going fishing at the lake to get us food, and skinning and filleting the fish in the bathtub and frying it up. You feel me? Going to borrow grease and shit to feed my sister. So
I used to
I got
do
these two
that.
little girls, you know what I'm saying, that I gotta
I used to
take
cook for
care
my
of.
brothers and sisters.
Yeah, that with no electricity and shit, you know what I'm saying, going across the hall to the neighbor's house. Like you go from being a kid at the juke joint, which wasn't that bad compared to this shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's like golden years. Like I can share stories with old people that were raised kind of like that. You feel me? As opposed, this shit is like I jump into a whole urban lifestyle where I now relate to people, kids that were in New York and stuff like that. You feel me? Because now I'm being sold at this young age for my mom's habit. And I just remember one particular time, just to wrap it all up and keep a straight train of thought, is I think probably like the eighth time, 10th time. I don't even know. I don't even know. It just happened. Like it was crazy because nobody can really articulate that. Like all I have is pictures in my head. I've never put words to it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't put words to that because it's just a whole bunch of painful pictures of things that happen, and then you just have this part of yourself that you know is there and you try to bury it. So as long as you bury it, like it kind of don't exist, and you can just move on, and you can be something. You can be whatever you want to be. You can be something else, and nobody has to know. And just painful pictures of being wherever they could, fuck me at. It wasn't no particular place, whether it was in front of my sisters or whatever. She didn't care. She would come bring them and then close the door and walk out. She didn't care if it was me or my little sisters, you feel me? But to protect them, I just put them in the room, and go into the bathroom with them or ask them what they want me to do and do that. Hmm. But yeah, just painful pictures. That's all. I never ever talked about it, so you know what I mean. Not like this. That movie Precious though was crazy. It was a motherfucker because I saw, man, that was crazy. You know,
Yeah.
I saw that movie like, oh shit, they
It's
making
part
money
of the
off my
South
story.
America.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's entertaining to y'all. Like, man, I lived that. You know?
Right. Right.
Yeah, for real. Not knowing if you had AIDS or not. You too young. You don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I heard my first stillborn child. You feel me? At 14. You know what I'm talking about? Like my little girls don't even know that they had another sister. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm.
I would have had shit 2 kids by 16.
I went running to the end of a rainbow, looking for a treasure they said I would find. I found nothing but heartaches and trouble. Now I'm about to lose.
This is Larika. If my story helped at least one person, then it was worth telling, because that's my truth. Follow me on LTV, Larika Alexander. Thank you for letting me tell my story.